ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरञ्जस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकये चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदामह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवां च श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सगनरघुनाथान्वितं तां सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवम् श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सगन ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तुते जयदां सुहृदौ पङ्गोर्मम मन्दमतेर्गति मत्सर्वस्य पादाम्बोजौ राधा मदन मोहनौ दिव्यद्वृन्दारण्यकल्पद्रुमादग श्रीमद्रत्नाकारो सिंहासनोऽस्तौ श्रीमद् राधा श्रीलगोविन्द देवो प्रेस्ते लिपि सेव्यमानो स्मरामि श्रीमान् रासरसारम्भी वंशी वटतटस्थित कर्षन् वेणुस्वनैर्गोपीर्गोपीनाथ श्रीयस्तु नः तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यस्य कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिविकास स्वामिनिति नामिने नमो ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारणे श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Welcome. So today we are in a practical application or maybe social topic, not directly pure devotional service. But all these things, all these life skills will help us in our family life, will help us to advance in Krishna consciousness also. Because Srila Prabhupada always taught us to live simple and have higher thinking. Simple living and high thinking. So here maybe the title, how a wife can support in the family's financial position, is not directly that the wife should go out and earn money. Not this, definitely not that. There are so many other ways where the wife can have a small budget, wife can save money, wife can cut off her luxury, and in that way help the family, help the husband in reducing the family expenses. So financially, definitely you can be safe. Okay. So now we will see how a wife can lead a simple life, how she can save money and wealth in all the areas so that the husband need not suffer for this. Okay. So we take Vedic examples, how the chaste ladies or how the Vedic women led a simple life, and also which helped them, in fact. Okay, we saw that Devahuti never demanded anything from Gardama Muni. She was a princess, but when she became a wife of Gardama Muni, she is adjusted to live in a simple life, simple life in hermitage. So maybe no luxury at all. Though she was the daughter of a king, the world's king, not a small kingdom. She was daughter of Manu. Manu is the king of the whole world. So imagine she was ready to go down to such a level, like she was ready to live in an hermitage in a forest with no facility at all. So chaste ladies, one of the quality is that she can adjust in any situation. She is not a demanding person. Also, we saw in Mother Sita, she always said, wherever Ram, that is my Ayodhya. So she was ready to eat only fruits and roots and led a very simple life in different forests. Draupadi, Kunti Maharani. So all these royal ladies, when circumstances made them to lead a simple life, they were not lamenting, they were not grudging, they were not fighting, they had no problem, right? That made them great. Similarly, we see in the life of Damayanti. Prabhupada is telling this in one lecture. The chaste lady should be ready to lead a simple life with her husband. Husband Nala lost his kingdom and he had no clothes, literally. So they had to share the same clothes. She said, I will follow you. It's because Nala thought, now I should not be with her because she is from a royal family. She should not suffer. If I suffer, she should never suffer. So because of his thing, he left her. So now we see that all these Vedic ladies, they were ready to lead a simple life. So, but in what context we can connect these things with us? That we should be ready to face any condition, any simple conditions in case if some financial crisis occurs. We should be ready to adjust. We should be ready to balance. We should be ready to lead a simple life despite of all difficulties, but be content in heart. So that ladies are glorious. You should be ready. Okay. If simple life is given, I am ready. But still I should be peaceful. That is very important. I should be peaceful in my life. What is more important is chanting the holy name of the Lord. So as much as possible, I can save money. I can lead a simple life. I don't extend my thing because three means expansion. I should not be like ordinary three. I should be like, uh, take care of the money part. How we can do? I have seen some ladies in cooking. We will start from cooking. We can cook very lavishly, but we can cook very exactly needed things and don't waste things. Right from water we can see that. If I learned something from Gujarat, that Gujarat ladies, I don't know now, in those days they don't waste water. If you waste water, that much money you will waste. That's, I don't know what logic it has, but people say that. So uh, it starts from using water, your life, how you handle things, how you are careful about everything in your life. Whether it is, some people know they are very safe with their money, with their thing, and when they go out or when they use somebody's thing, they are very lavish. I don't, I never been like that. Especially when we handle other people's things, we should be even more careful. We should not waste other people's thing also. If they go to somebody's house, they use it. Okay, like maid servants. If you keep maid servants, they doesn't matter. In their house, they are very careful. In working houses, they open the tap, leave the tap like that. So we should not be like maid servants. We should be very careful using water and using other things. Like example, oil. Correctly, wherever you need, there you have to use it properly. When you use vegetables, also many ladies they peel off half the vegetable and throw. Mm. And they important things also they peel off and throw. And so like that, you be careful with everything which you use. Sometimes when you wash the rice, I have seen some ladies they put so much rice in the sink. When you wash the rice, they you understand that the rice, how the rice come to our kitchen. It undergoes so much process. So even if you waste one rice, you spoil the life of a rice. I heard from one of my friend's father used to tell that, beta, you see that the farmers, they sow the rice seeds in the field, and the rice comes out. So many process it undergoes. Then when it is matured, then it is taken to the other area, and then they separate the seeds from the plant. Then they take the skin out, then they fill it up, then it comes to the market, and from market we bring it. So even if it is one seed, it undergoes so much process. So we have to consider that the Lord has given that rice to us. So I easily waste. So that much careless we will be in our life also. Like when we say that nowadays, yeah, all the women keep their hair loose. Devotees also. That's why I'm repeating this. Like, they show that if you keep the hair loose, you are loose. You will be loose in your mind. So the hair should be, even men's hair, the shikha should be tightly, tied. So if you don't tie your hair, so your mind will be so loose. That's the reason, one reason, and it is very inauspicious. It looks very simple instruction. I nowadays I'm observing all these things because this open air gives a very, very inauspiciousness. That's why so many inauspicious things are happening. Okay, that's okay. So coming to the rice part, how you are careful, that can be noticed. If somebody is very careful in their dealings, they'll note, oh, you're throwing rice into the gutter easily. So if you are a farm lady or if you have nearby cows, you can give that rice water to the cows. You can collect that rice water, and when I lived in another apartment in Mayapur, I used to collect the rice water. Whatever the water used for washing the rice, we collect it and I used to give it to the cows nearby. Cow Goshala was there. Now it is not possible. So small thing, it is a small thing, but it adds to the total account, and it is watched. It is noticed that how careful you are in life, how you are not lavish. So cooking part, many people some ladies I have seen that they cook so much and waste so much. Wasting is one problem. Okay, they throw. Wasting cooking, after cooking you waste so much. You please try to understand how much each person in your life. Of course, when you invite devotees, there you should not show your miserliness. Sometimes in some houses if I go, they are so miserly, and maybe for 10 people they cook for 5 people. It should not be the thing. When you cook for 10 people, you should always cook for 12 people, because in spiritual programs, one or two may come without invitation. So yeah, in spiritual programs, no need for invitation also. So people come, so you need to be ready to invite and expect devotees. So you can cook extra. That's no problem. But every day it should not be the affair that you cook more and keep it in the fridge, which is very detrimental to health. This is also the lady's responsibility, that she takes care of the health of the family. The more you keep in fridge and eat, the more you become sick. This is the main reason the ladies, we don't go for job, because we need to feed the family fresh food. We see that in foreign countries, 7 days they cook, seven, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like that. They label it. The weekends they cook in the fridge, and every day they take it and eat it in the microwave oven and eat, which is very, very, very bad for health. I don't even, some ladies, they cut the vegetable and keep it in the fridge. That also I never did it, because the vegetable lose the energy, lose the vitamins when they cut. So in that case, why we are here in the house to take care of the family members' health. Wealth and health is in your hands. So don't unnecessarily cook so many things and dump in the fridge. Even the dosa batter should not cross 2 days. 1 day, 2 day, that's it. If you keep more, then it is not good. Keeping things in the fridge is not good at all. So you be careful with that. You calculate, you use your intelligence, and cook as much as needed, and always ready in case if some. I always keep the dosa batter or something in the mind. If the family members are feeling hungry, you should be ready to quickly make something and give. Or you should have some fruits, because otherwise the people will not eat fruits. So there should be some fruit. Okay, if the prasadam is not filling the stomach, immediately you take one fruit, cut and give one glass of milk. Like that you can make. So all these things add to your value, how you use everything, each and everything. You focus and use it. uh, you are not a maid servant. Throw, waste, it's not mine. No, the habit will continue everywhere. Wherever you go, you be simple, you use that much you needed. So in that way you can small things. It may look small things, but it is very good if you use as much as possible. If you reuse the plastics. Once I was reusing the plastic. I was in France, and the devotees there, they were like, they buy that bundles of plastics, plastic covers, and they use and throw. But what I do, whatever plastic cover comes, I reuse them, use them again, use them in different other purpose. They thought that I'm a poor lady. And yeah, I wanted to, reduce the expenses in all the ways. When you reuse the plastic, it is good for the environment. You can throw. Yes, plastic is not very expensive. You can throw. But you should be concerned about the environment also, right? If you reuse, then you reduce the use of plastic. In somehow or other, you please recycle the things. So the environment is not spoiled by recycling the things. For example, I don't in the apartment I made the system here that you please don't throw the vegetable peels and fruit peels out. We all, door to door, we collect in our apartment the vegetable peels, and we are recycling them. So, educated ladies can use their intelligence in such things. You collect the waste vegetables and then recycle them, put them with cow dung and mud. Then they become fertilizer for the garden. You need not buy um, chemical fertilizer. You can use that. After some time, it becomes a fertilizer, organic fertilizer that can be used. That can be used in a small level also. In one lecture, I told that I make my own soap. I don't buy soap for body. So one Mataji was so much asking me, you please put a video on soap making. I'm not a professional soap maker, or I'm not a professional video maker also. So I couldn't make a video because I need some support. I need some professional support to do all these things. So I couldn't do that. But these things are available in the YouTubes. So you can make your own soap. Making your own soap is a bit expensive. Uh, but market soaps are cheaper, or maybe they give you a nice aroma also. I do, my soaps are also very good and aroma, but the problem is it is expensive and time consuming. And other thing is, expensive is okay because it is pure. The things which you see is your own thing. So if you are young ladies, it will protect your skin for a long time. Long time. So instead of using very expensive soaps, in very comparing to very expensive soap, homemade soaps are cheaper and guaranteed skin protection. Also, like that, you can make your own shampoo. You can make your own natural things at home. So all these things will help you in saving the money, and also have the satisfaction that you see you are not using any chemicals. It is added to your health values. So like that, okay, now you come to the other areas, like using detergents. Also that much needed, you use, and you use your innovativeness. And also, like, you buy a refilling packs, hand wash, liquid detergents, all these things you can buy a refilling one. In this way, you can cut off many expenses. And what else? Like buying clothes. I have seen in many, many, many ladies' life. It's buying is their habit. Buying is like, habituation. Even poor ladies I have seen. Why you buy unnecessarily? When you have for your necessary, why you are buying unnecessarily? Buying. I have seen this disease is there around the world. If you don't need, don't buy. Okay, for this festival, for that festival, I buy. Not necessary, Especially during wedding ceremony. Wedding ceremony, very lavish. Lavishly they buy. Waste of money. Waste of, finance. So wherever you can remain simple, understanding that if you spend money, for example, a wife is spending money lavishly, going here and there, buying and going to parlors, all these things, if you keep on spending, what will happen? The husband, maybe your husband is a devotee, then he has to work like an ass till his life. Yes, he has to. And there is no retirement. He has to, because you are so luxurious. You want this, you want that, you want this, you want that. And I have seen one lady, um, husband is like, he never minds spending. He will spend. I have seen some men, they don't mind. They spend. I have seen the extreme other kind also. Some they don't spend, some they spend. The spending person's wife, I thought of warning her because arranged that marriage, and I noticed that in the marriage, I was there, so I cut down 50% of expenses. I was there, and he was not comfortable. He said, like, you're controlling, you're capturing. I said, you are applying loan and spending money. It's waste. So please be careful. You are starting your life. Why you apply loan and spend? Not necessary. So in prasadam, you can be opulent because devotees are coming, they are eating. When you give to devotees, you can be opulent because devotees should be taken care nicely. All these things are okay. Whenever, like the invitation card, why so people will see and then throw. Beauty parlors waste. Many such things can be cut off. Wherever you can go for simple ones, why luxurious and lavish ones, and especially wedding saree, my dear girls. This you should keep in mind. No, that if you buy an expensive wedding saree in your lifetime, you may not be able to use it. Especially saree, also you can use somewhere. But the other one, the North Indian ones, the very expensive ones, what is it, Gagra choli or whatever it is, the one skirt, and that is a waste. You cannot be so opulent in other people's marriage. It's so expensive dress. How you can you wear that and you cannot go to other. So it should be very, very important marriages. So such very, very important marriage is very rare. So I would suggest you take a saree. Definitely in your marriage, in your wedding, you should look nicely. That is one time only. Yes. For women, marriage is only one time. Okay, I agree. So that day you should look very nicely, but don't go too lavish, which that sari in your lifetime you cannot use only. Then it is a waste of money, right? So such things can be cut off, such luxurious, unwanted things can be cut off. So coming to that lavish spender, I was there like a guide, and I guided not to waste money. He was not very comfortable. That's okay. Then after the wife, the girl who got married through me, thought that if I include devotees, my husband will spend on devotees. He will take them to yatras and he will feed them nicely. So I will cut off the relations of devotees. She technically cut off the devotees' connections. But what happened? She started inviting our family members, our parents and brothers, sisters who are not devotees, and she made her husband to spend so much money on them. That's okay. But he will spend day and night in earning money, in spending so much money on your relatives. He will lose his devotion. That she never thought. Right? To earn money, husband has to work because this lady always wanted to fly. So if you can, you are young, you can travel in second class, third AC, okay. You make it simple. You travel simple. Throughout my life, I traveled only in second sleeper class. When we became old, when we become very uncomfortable, then we switched to ACs. Until then, I was very simple. So my suggestion is that like wherever you can save money, wherever you can cut down your comforts, wherever you can remain simple, there you use your intelligence. But wherever you should spend more. In the case of like, for example, if it is in the case of medicine, food, you cannot compromise. You have to spend. So you should utilize your brain where I can save money, where I can protect money, so that My husband will not spend hours and waste his time. That's what the full teachings of Bhagavatam is saying, that, your daytime is going in earning money, night time is going in sleeping. So, like that, our life is going waste only to maintain this body. So, if you have a good husband, if you want his devotion to grow, then you see that if you remain simple, if you help him to um, save money, you can come to an end for earning money quickly, and then you focus more on Krishna consciousness. That is in the women's hand only. So when I was seeing that nowadays the young girls, they study, they join job, and they have loans. I was shocked. When you have house to live, why you get loan and buy an apartment or order? I don't know. I have seen somebody, they have a house everywhere. Everywhere. Mayapur, Vrindavan, everywhere. Wherever main places are there. We have a house here, we have a house there, we have a house there. Then some they buy by applying for loans. Young girls also, they apply loan. So in one case, the girl was more than 30 years. So when the girl becomes 30 years, the parents become panic, definitely, no. And then, no, marriage. One alliance came to that girl. They refused to marry her. Why? Because she had loans. You see, the reason for rejecting girl. The parents should also have some brains. No, that some parents, they told me, Mataji, even to come to Mayapur, we need 50,000. Why 50,000? You maintain your good health. Come by train. Why do you want to fly? Why do you want to go in an expensive thing? I have seen some ladies, wherever they go, they like or not, they buy some things. That is called window shopping. You don't go shopping, no. Shopping is a sense gratification. When it is not necessary, don't go for shopping. Sometimes devotees, they call me to accompany them for shopping. That is another worst thing. It's a waste of time, one thing. And second thing is, you see something and then you want to buy it. Whether it is necessary or not, that lie in your house unnecessarily. So, my dear girls, if it is absolute necessary, then you buy, otherwise, don't buy. You will waste your husband's money. If you are concerned, if you love your husband, then be careful with that money. So, Lakshmi Devi comes, those who save money, those who protect the money. This is your duty. You should use Lakshmi in the service of Krishna. So if you think that, then you can get new ideas, and you remain healthy. That is very important. Some ladies, I have seen one lady recently in counseling. Unnecessarily you get tensed, and the tension affects your body. Okay, you get angry, and the anger affects your body. You get worried. So all these things are mental dramas. Then your health is going down, then you are not able to perform your duties. If you don't, you are not able to cook or clean the house, then the husband has to do, or he has to keep the maid. Extra expense. You keep your mind peaceful. We are all devotees. By chanting 16 rounds, life should go peacefully. If it is not going peacefully, that means something is wrong. You are chanting 16 rounds and you are not peaceful. Means something is very wrong. You please find out where you are wrong and rectify that mistake. If there is no introspection in your life, then what is the use of devotee life? find out where you are wrong. Where is the mind is going? You are initiated, or you are aspiring to be initiated. You be serious. So mind is affected, body is affected. So young age only you have diabetes, BP, all these things, all this disease. If it is old age, okay. But if you are young, but still you have some lots of disease, that means some connection with the mind. So you keep the mind peaceful. You keep the mind, away from lust, anger, greed, all these things. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moga, Mada, Masharyam. You please remove all these six things and remain peaceful. That will help you to remain healthy. When you are healthy, another important point, which I was thinking how this class should go. That if you do your own household chores, like washing parts, washing clothes, yeah, okay, washing clothes, if you're in a cold place, or okay, washing machine, washing clothes, uh, wiping the floor, brooming the floor, wiping the floor, all these things adds to your good health. Good health, it will help you. When you have mental problems, yeah, house means politics will be there, mother-in-law, other in-laws, or husband may create something. When one person becomes two, when the two-person is a joint family, some confusion, some difference of opinions, some clash will be definitely there. Don't expect there is no clash. Even if you are living with your own parents, some difference of opinions, some things will come in a family. But you need to be very sportive enough to adjust with such things. So when such, what do you say, some friction, tension comes in the family, what a woman should do? Yeah, of course, we have the best way to chant loudly the holy name. The other way is go and take up Maha cleaning. Have you heard about Maha cleaning? When the mind disturbs you too much, then take some big project like okay, this shelf since long time I didn't clean. Okay, this window, yes, I will open and then take dust out. First dust, then clean with a wet cloth. If somebody comes and see your windows, like, touch this and see, there should not be dust. That is the super cleanliness. So when your mind disturbs you, start cleaning. Take up some maha cleaning. In kitchen, all the dabbas you keep, above the dabba. There, usually the Gujaratis, they do maha cleaning during Diwali. They take up everything, clean up everything, wash up everything. So when you have time, you just all the young girls should learn all these things. So clean it. When you clean, your focus is on cleaning, and your mind, heart will be cleaned. So in that way, you save money of going to gym. You will be active and you will be healthy. And the problem which was disturbing you will go. And then you will be happily coming around. And you will not have that grudge on maybe on husband or some family member, whoever it may be. You have some clash, you go for a deep cleaning project, 1 or 2 hours, then your mind is peaceful. You do and see this. And again, all these things. Yes, if you are a very rich lady, you can keep a maid servant for everything. You can keep maid servant for everything. But by doing yourself, you have some benefits. You save money, you save your, you can be active. You can use little things like lots of differences there. When the maid use, the same thing is to the off the budget. That also I see. Whether it is washing soaps or dishwashing soaps, toilet cleaning liquids, all these things, or the mirror cleaning liquids, everything. It has lots of difference. So all these things you can calculate, you can reuse them, you can, in these ways, like you utilize everything in your house. I don't go anything go waste. At least if I what I do if I don't need anything, I just give them to suitable persons, either poor persons or devotees or people around or relatives. Nothing should be extra. Why you have extra? So find out a suitable person and hand over them. So all these things give you a support system, yeah, so that the house will be shining. You will save money without your knowledge. Some they have um, a habit of writing it down. That is a very good practice. How much you get, how much you spend. I have seen in one family that the husband was a like a tyrant. Even 1 rupee you spend, you have to give him accounts. The wife showed me from years of 10, 15 years old accounts and all. But they were harassed. It should not be harassment. It should be happy calculation. Okay, how much I get, how much I spend. I have no time now. So I was doing sometimes, anyway. But I am always very careful with money. It's not that, I spend. But when devotees need is, when I deal with devotees, for example, we go to wedding of some devotees, I find out what they need. First thing, when you give to somebody something, you find out what they don't have, that you give. So with this devotees have the habit of whenever they go to some devotees function, they give only Krishna's photo. Definitely devotees, they themselves will buy Krishna photo only. So that we should not this also uh, you should use the intelligence. They will have only Krishna. What they will do? The Krishna photo cannot be thrown out. So we should know what to give. And that also not too lavish or not too simple. It should be useful to them, pretty decent ones. You be careful in that and you select, use your brain again. Mostly I find out if they don't have books, particular book, I also ask them, you don't have this? Okay. If my budget is very good budget, above this thing, 5,000 like that, then send, give a Bhagavatam set, give a Chaitanya Charitamrtam set, or give Krishna book or Bhagavad Gita for non-devotees. Definitely it should be devotional like this. You ask them, would you take? Better you ask them openly, okay. That way, you give them the right gift. These are all the wife's duty. You can suggest your husband, we can do this. We can use this. So in that way, you save the family money, not by going to job. I would never recommend any lady to go to job unless it is very, 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 very much needed. But by being in house, the woman can definitely support the husband. Maybe doing you can, yeah, in case if you really want to increase your family's finance condition, you can do something homemade things, homemade cottage industry or small thing where you need not deal with outsiders. You need not be with non-devotees. You can innovatively do find out something and then you produce that and your husband can help you in that and then like that you can generate money in the house. Some they cook and sell prasadam. Some they do some handicrafts crafts thing, and then they are soap making. So like that, small small things are some different kind of innovative things which they generate and circulate within their community also. In For example, in Mayapur community, somebody is making very good shampoo, homemade shampoo. Very nice it is. So like that, in these communities like Mayapur, we have nice such things, homemade things available. So like that, if you are in a community, you can circulate, or if you are in a society where you can, start simple like that, so that your leisure time is utilized and you can raise the funds. Rather go out in IT industry and mix with men and go, spend your lot of time in outside and earning money, then the house is neglected. That way we house is neglected, mainly you don't have time for Krishna consciousness. That's why we keep on say that please ladies, don't go out. Earning money part is husband's job, but protecting it, saving it is your job. Unnecessarily, if you have 10 watches, one watch is enough. If you have 10 watch for 10 different colors of sari, then husband will lifelong work like an ass. Also, I have seen in one husband and wife fight. The husband gifted the wife a diamond necklace, which she didn't like. The husband got so attached to the diamond necklace because it was offered to the deities. Means maybe they offered it to Radharani and Radharani wore it for a day and gave it. So that's why the husband was very much upset in the counseling session. He said she didn't like the design. How see the husband can get you diamond necklace also, but if you are not satisfied even with a diamond like necklace, what is there? You see, if you want to be simple, you can use the normal nakli ones also, not gold. And in that also nowadays the nakli ones are very famous. No need for gold and other things because these artificial ones are more glittering than the gold ones. Gold is, of course, is a savings. It is an emergency asset. Gold is an emergency asset. So you see, buying golden ornaments, always you should be like, calculative. Okay, if I sell it, in emergency case, I should be able to sell it. So that should be the motive of buying gold. Otherwise, it is also a kind of savings. Gold jewelries are a kind of savings. That's why in the South Indian, I don't know other about the North Indian things. South Indian family, they have a system of giving gold to the bride from the parents' side, so that in case if they have some emergency, they can sell it and use it. So all these things, if you keep in mind, okay, this is for the family welfare, then you will be successful. So if many times some intelligent ladies, what do they do? And the husband gives her money for vegetables and provisions. She if she buys, if I go to the wholesale market, I get cheaper. If I, selectively choose some vendors where I get good quality also, less price also, then I save little money. If she saves little money, and when end of the month, if the husband says, I need money, you can give. Okay, I have some savings. You please take. He will be happy. Oh, you're very good. You know how to save money. So when you have enough things, especially sari, coming to the sari again, when you have enough, please don't buy. You have no space to keep, and maintenance takes time. So I have seen some Western mortgages, they have only 3 or 4 saris. They are too simple, huh? Too simple. But when you have, please don't buy. Use them. Every occasion buy one. Then waste of money, If you have one thing, like watch and all, you can have only one. I have seen some ladies having hundreds of chappals, 100 handbags. what will you do? This is for non-devotees. Devotees, we need to calculate and use them in Krishna's service. Use them in, book distribution and other important services. So you apply your intelligence in recycling things, in reducing the luxurious things. When the same quality product is sold outside or in a big showroom, the price differs. So all these things you apply and you save your husband's money. In that way, you will be happy. You will not work lifelong to fill the loans. Sometimes we need to lead a simple life throughout life also. I had no house of my own in after 25 years of our married life, we got our own life, our own house, something like that. So throughout my life, I was living in rented house. Finally, when we settled in Mayapur, we got our own house. So when it is not needed, when you are temporary somewhere, I have seen some young couple, they went to Bangalore, immediately applied loan and purchased a house. We were not happy because this taking loan is not a good decision. No, it's like, it's lifelong, the loans will hang you. So don't buy anything by applying loan. So you better live without that thing. If you have money, you buy. If it is very necessary, you buy. Otherwise, you don't buy. But some devotees are really very, very good. I have seen one Russian Mataji in our community. When I offered myself from my side nice sarees, she said, refused, no, no, I don't want. And she helps the husband by selling, they are from Russia, right? So she purchased nice sarees in India, then send them to Russia so that she also adds to the income of the family. So she's not a working lady, but they are full-time devotees. Husband is a full-time book distributor. Then they have to run the family, two children. So she also do some, sari selling, things like that in her leisure time, apart from the cooking and cleaning and taking care of children, sadhana. So like that in small ways. But for you yourself, you should not have hundreds of clothes. Once it is done, you can stop buying it. From clothes till other things like handbags, going to parlors. No need to go to parlor. That is not devotee's place. Many devotees ask me, uh, eyebrows, if you do that, they do, threading, which is very bad for eyes. Very bad for eyes. You do nicely decorate yourself naturally. I have seen in some house I go, I see lots of creams and perfumes and so many things were there uh, in the dressing room. Why so many things? All these things are all these fancy things are detrimental to health. The market is selling to, increase our disease. The shampoo company and the hair dye company, they are all connected. You use the shampoo and your hair becomes white, and then the same company gives you hair dye. So we need to be very careful with the products. Better use homemade ones, natural ones. These things reduce your cost also and keeps your health also. So use your intelligence in all these areas and save money, which in fact will help you to wind up the money earning part quickly. So don't expect your husband, oh, buy me this, buy me that. So I even calculate when buying flowers. You can have this much. In South India, we have flowers, gajra. So this much mohra means this jasmine line is enough. Why should I buy rose and rose and rose? That way also I think, okay, for the Lord we can buy it nicely. But for me, this much is enough. Only on wedding things I can have more flowers. But other times I can have little flower. These things you have to decide. And husband, they don't know. When you say, bring me flower, he may thought I have to bring so much. Spend every day 100 rupees. In a month, 3,000 rupees for flowers alone. So you need to calculate. Oh, I can reduce this. You buy flowers for 50 rupees or 25 rupees. That way you can reduce the monthly budget. It's in your hands. You have to tell him. Sometimes the husbands, if you tell, okay, if you go for shopping, you can save money sometimes. Yeah. Some husbands, they don't know. If wife tells, they will buy and give you. However expensive it is. Okay, you told no, that's why I purchased. My husband used to tell me. Then I tell if it is available in the market, if it is correct price. Sometimes if you buy unseasonal things, they are very expensive. So you find out I should not buy unseasonal things, unseasonal fruits. If I buy the, if you make a dish like that, you'll go to the market because she told me I will buy. Then the expense. So in that case, you be clear there. Now, if it is expensive, don't buy. Tell him, or you go in the market. If it is expensive, you will buy some other which mostly I go for the vegetable shopping because if I tell, he will buy. If I make a list and give him, then when I don't have time, I send him. Otherwise, I go personally and choose because in that way also I save money because he will buy very expensive ones. He doesn't mind. He will know. He will buy. I'm asking now, so you will buy and give. So we need to be careful. Okay. Either you have to tell him or you go personally and buy. So small, small things matters. Then in long run, for years to come, you save your money. And another important thing, buying children expensive thing. Children grow like anything. And you buy clothes, expensive clothes. Within 6 months, they become small. And it is a waste. If you have two, three in line, it may be useful. Otherwise, toys, expensive toys. Please, please, please don't buy expensive toys because they're all waste. Children normally they don't play with toys. Have you seen that? They play with something else in the house. If you buy toy also, they will play for some time and then throw them out. So expensive toys don't buy. Waste. Or if you have two, three children in the house, commonly you can buy, but that also nowadays brings lots of problems. The children, they don't want to share toys. Hmm. This problem is also there. So you see some in ISKCON we have educative toys, which can be used to other people also. Whatever I purchased for my son, I gifted it to other kids. So one such family was very happy because it was like game with Bhagavad Gita. So learning sloka, something connected. I forgot what it is. Similarly, we have some, games like that in ISKCON. They are producing nicely. So such things can be used for gift also, so that children play and learn. So you can use such things. You can buy such things, but the other toys, expensive toys, it's a waste of money. They will play for some time and throw the teddy bear and all. They occupy place also. So you be careful in every shopping, every usage of things in your house, every personal stuff which you use. So all these things contribute totally to your family economics. I covered almost all points. If I have missed anything, you can please remind me. Okay? Yes. I end here. If I have missed some points, you can tell me. Waxing arms. Waxing, I don't know about it. See, generally airs are good because Lord has kept airs for your safety. When they become too disturbance, that time you can remove them. When they smell, when they are too much grown, then you can remove the hairs. Otherwise, body hairs are good for the body health. And for that, you apply chemicals and remove them. It is very bad for skin. Okay, you see that, which is the safe method to use.
Okay, Mataji.
Make a small research and find out which is safe to use. So, any other doubts if you have? Simplicity, saving money, contributing to the family finance. Any doubts? Any general doubts? Yes, Mataji. Yes, Vanita.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Mataji, cleaning the home may leads to, I mean, it welcomes Mother Lakshmi, Mata
Ah,
Lakshmi,
ah.
cleanliness. That's it, Mataji.
Yes, of course. The house should be aromatic. That's what Prabhupada writes. This is women's duty to keep the house aromatic. How do I make aromatic? I buy that, Duna. Duna is very good for health also, natural Duna. I don't know. In South India, we call it as sambrani. Cooking also. Cooking, stitching. So that if you stitch, you can save money. Every woman should have a tailoring machine at home. You save money and buy a tailoring machine. You can save a lot of money by for falls and stitching curtains, stitching dainty dresses. Many things you can save. So I was talking about the aromas in the house. It brings a positive vibration at home. So what I do, I don't throw the coconut shell. We use South Indians, we use coconut a lot for chutney and other things. Everybody should use coconut. Coconut is a very good food. If you eat raw, it is very good. If you make milk and drink, it is very good. Coconut is a very good food. So when you use coconut in the kitchen, then the shells are there. I keep it on the gas stove and then it starts burning. Then I keep it in a do nothing and then it becomes a little fire. In that I put the duna and then keep everywhere that aroma comes, that fumes comes in the whole house. First I show it to the Lord. Then if you do this, I heard if you get a natural duna, it's very good for family vibration. The air you breathe should be aromatic. And you during festivals, you keep uh, mango leaves as torna, we call it as torna. You tie mango leaves and keep. What is the purpose? That the mango leaves gives you a lot of positive. The air touches the mango leaves and we breathe it. It is very good for health and also it can spread positivity. So small such things if you do, keep the house clean, Lakshmi will automatically come. So I told you in other class also, morning and evening, lighting the lamp in the altar of the Lord. If you lit lamp, very good. You please do that. Also Rangoli at the front of the house. We are all living in apartment. If you can put nice Rangoli, that is very good. Yes, Mataji, Shamishari.
हरे कृष्णा। प्रणाम माता जी।
Pranam.
अ, माता जी, जैसे आपने बताया कि मायापुर में शैम्पू केमिकल फ्री शैम्पू यूज करते हैं, तो मैं भी वैसे काफी सालों से कोई शैम्पू वगैरह यूज नहीं करती हूँ, केमिकल प्रोडक्ट्स यूज नहीं करती हूँ। और जब हम नंदग्राम में थे तो परम पूज्य भक्ति विकास महाराज ने भी हमसे कहा था कि हमें नेचुरल प्रोडक्ट्स की तरफ जाना चाहिए। तो क्या आप माता जी, मतलब कुछ ऐसा हमें पता चल सकता है कि वो कैसे बनाते हैं वो शैम्पू, और हम भी उसको
मुझे
प्रिपेयर कर
पता नहीं
सकें?
है मगर मैं जनरली फ्रॉम चाइल्डहुड I used Sikakai powder. In South India, we have a separate mill for grinding Shikakai powder. So my mother used to buy different herbs. We have a list of different herbs, and they are
जी
very good. But now I lost. I'm not in South India, and I settled in Mayapur, so I cannot go. In Mayapur, always some humidity is there. No, not proper sun, so I cannot dry things and grind them. Where will I grind? But in South India, throughout my life, Shikakai, Arita, some list is there. I buy, dry them in sun, and we
जी
have mills for that. So every household, ladies, that's why I had a very good hair, long, nice, thick hair.
जी
So that only we used. But my life changed, and I didn't live in one city. We traveled around. Now, for 10 years, we are in Mayapur. Otherwise, our life was full of traveling. So I couldn't do anything with this. You can make a small research of this. Online, it is available. You
जी
just buy Sikakai online, Arita, all these things. This methi. Methi is a very good stuff in the kitchen, also in the air. So all these things you can collect and then grind them and make your own shampoo, or natural shampoos are there. You can try and get it.
थैंक यू माता जी।
Mega, Hare Krishna, thank you. Mega Mataji.
हरे कृष्णा माता जी, सादर प्रणाम।
Sagar.
माता जी, मेरा प्रश्न है कि जैसे आपने जो भी आज टिप्स वगैरह बताई हैं, ये सारी की सारी तभी पॉसिबल हो सकती है ना, जैसे हमारे आसपास भी डिवोटीज कल्चर है। अगर डिवोटीज कल्चर है भी, मतलब डिवोटीज हैं भी, और वो इन सारी चीज़ों को एक्सेप्ट नहीं करते हैं। जैसे आपने बोला कि हम रंगोली बनाने में एक्सपर्ट हैं, हम अपनी हैंडमेड रंगोली बना सकते हैं, बट डिवोटीज कह रहे हैं क्यों इतना टाइम वेस्ट करना, मार्केट से ले आओ बनी बनाई, पेस्ट कर लो रंगोली, टाइम भी सेव हो रहा है उसमें। और अगर हम उनको बोलते हैं इट इज़ नॉट हेल्पफुल, वो केमिकली पूरा बना हुआ है तो अच्छा नहीं है हमारे लिए, सेफ भी नहीं है। तो वो कहते हैं आजकल कौन सी चीज़ों से आप केमिकली बचे हैं, सब तो केमिकल से
नहीं,
हैं,
जब
और फिर
आपका ही
आपको टाइम।
अपना घर हो जाएगा ना मेघा, अभी तो तुम लड़की हो, पेरेंट्स से सब में टोकते रहते हैं। अपना ही घर होगा ना, तब अपना घर की मालिक बनेगी, तब बनाओ। जिधर
नहीं
आपको
माता जी, जैसे
आजादी नहीं है तो आप मत करो, थोड़ा सहन कर लो। फिर जब अपना घर होगा, आप भी तो सास बनेंगे फ्यूचर में, आप भी माँ बनेंगे, तब आप करो। यही
माता
मैं
जी
बोलती।
कि जैसे आपने बोला ना फाइनेंशियली सपोर्ट के लिए, तो जब डिवोटीज ही उसको एक्सेप्ट नहीं करेंगे तो फिर हमें कैसे उसको सेल
डिवोटीज
कैसे कर पाएंगे?
डिवोटीज एक्सेप्ट करेंगे। डिवोटीज छोटा रंगोली में बहुत टाइम, कुछ लोग बहुत टाइम लगाते हैं रंगोली में। तुम 5 मिनट में छोटा सा करके आ जाओ, बोलना ये वेरी ऑस्पिशियस है करके। मैं इधर नहीं करती हूँ क्योंकि ये तो अपार्टमेंट है, अपार्टमेंट में वो जमीन ठीक नहीं है जिधर आप रंगोली करोगे। मैं करती थी जब अच्छा सैंड था तब करती थी। हम्म, समय के अनुसार, काल देश पात्र के अनुसार, टाइम प्लेस सर्कमस्टेंसेस के अनुसार जितना अप्लाई हो सकता है उतना अप्लाई करो।
माता जी, मेरे कहने का एक मतलब ये भी था कि जैसे ऐसी बहुत सी चीजें हैं जो हम खुद से कर सकते हैं, हमें बाहर से सपोर्ट लेने की जरूरत नहीं है। बट डिवोटीज अगर उसमें सपोर्ट नहीं करते हैं और अगर हम उनको बोलते हैं कि हम इस तरह से कर सकते हैं, तो नहीं समझते हैं। तो ऐसी सिचुएशन में हमें ना चाहते हुए भी मटेरियली चीजों में इन्वॉल्व होना पड़ता है, जॉब के लिए सीख करना पड़ता
छोटे
है,
छोटे
फाइनेंशियली
चीजों को
सपोर्ट।
आपको छोटे छोटे चीजों को आप थोड़ा एडजस्ट करना पड़ेगा। इसके लिए जिद नहीं पकड़ना है। अच्छा, गीता माता जी ने ऐसा क्लास में बोला, यही करूंगी, उसी के लिए झगड़ा मत करना। ठीक है, ठीक है। कुछ चीजें मैं खुद फॉलो नहीं कर पा रही हूँ अब एज के वजह से। ऐसा कुछ कुछ अभी मैं, एज हो गया मेरा, इसलिए कुछ कुछ चीज कर नहीं पा रही हूँ। कुछ कुछ चीज का ये सब टिप्स है, जितना हो सके उतना आप ले लो। 16 माला मिनिमम करना है। ठीक है, ज्यादा आप जितना ज्यादा होगा उतना ज्यादा कर सकते हैं। जो सर्टेन थिंग्स आर कंपल्सरी है, गेटिंग अप अर्ली, चैंटिंग योर राउंड्स, कुकिंग नाइसली, ये सब कंपल्सरी है। कंपल्सरी के एडिशनल पॉइंट्स पॉइंट्स है। आज जो मैं भी जो भी बताया वो सब एडिशनल है। ठीक है, वो जितना होगा उतना आप अपनाओ, नहीं होगा तो ठीक है, जैसा है जिंदगी वैसे जाने दो। और रखो, भक्ति करना छोड़ो मत। यस,
जी
सुरभि।
माता जी।
हाँ, सुरभि।
हरे कृष्णा माता जी, दंडवत प्रणाम।
हम्म।
माता जी, बहुत अच्छी क्लास थी, बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिला
हम्म।
आपकी क्लास से। माता
हम्म।
जी, मैं मतलब स्टार्टिंग में मैं बिल्कुल भी ऐसी नहीं थी। जब शादी मेरी हुई थी तो मतलब मैं बहुत ज्यादा शॉपिंग करती थी। हर महीने में ऑनलाइन मेरे को कपड़े चाहिए, ऑनलाइन ये चाहिए,
हाँ,
लेकिन धीरे
ये
धीरे
ऑनलाइन तो अनदर बिग थिंग।
हाँ, तो
हाँ।
धीरे धीरे जैसे हो सकता है शायद भक्ति में थोड़ा थोड़ा मैं करती रही तो इस कारण भी। तो फिर बाद में और मैंने हस्बैंड का भी देखा कि वो इतना मेहनत करते हैं सुबह से लेके रात तक। तो मुझे धीरे धीरे समझ में आया कि नहीं, हमको वेस्ट नहीं करना है। अब मैं मतलब कपड़ा बस तभी खरीदती हूँ जब मेरे को जरूरत होती है। लेकिन
हाँ।
मतलब कि फिर भी मैं ऐसी बहुत परफेक्ट नहीं हूँ, अभी भी मैं बहुत सीख रही हूँ। जैसे आप बताते हो ना कि रीयूज करना चीजों को, वेस्ट
हम्म।
नहीं करना, तो मैं परफेक्ट बिल्कुल भी, क्योंकि मेरी अपब्रिंगिंग वैसी नहीं हुई। मैं बहुत उसमें पैम्पर्ड चाइल्ड थी, जो मुझे चाहिए था वो मिल जाता था। मतलब ऐसे घर में थी कि ऐसा कुछ पता ही नहीं था कि पैसे बचाने हैं ये सब चीजें। पर अभी मैं समझ रही हूँ चीजों को कि कितना मतलब मेहनत करता है इंसान पैसों के लिए। लेकिन अभी भी मैं परफेक्ट नहीं हूँ। मेरी बहुत बार जैसे खाना ज्यादा बन जाता है, जैसे खाया ही नहीं इन लोगों ने, तो
नहीं,
मुझे डालना
ज्यादा
ही
खाना
पड़ता है।
बन जाता है ना, ठीक है, तब भी आप लोगों को, अड़ोस पड़ोस को देख देख के दे सकते हैं। सिटी में, यदि आप सिटी में रहते हैं तो
ऐसे
हम
कोई
एक बार
देता नहीं
सिटी में,
माता जी,
तो
ऐसे
मैं क्या
देता
करती थी
नहीं।
पता है? एक कुत्ता, जो स्ट्रीट कुत्ता है ना, वो
हाँ,
गली का
जानवरों को
कुत्ता,
दे
उसको
सकते हैं।
खिलाते थे। क्योंकि कोई भी फूड वेस्ट मत करो, कोई भी
हाँ,
प्रसाद
मैं वही
वेस्ट नहीं
गाय
करना है।
को दे देती हूँ, गाय
हाँ,
या
गाय
कोई भी
को, गाय
कुत्ता।
भी कुकड़ फूड
हाँ।
खाना ठीक नहीं है गाय के लिए, पर ठीक है।
अच्छा।
वो कचरा खाने से ये जो चपाती और राइस तो खा सकता है।
अच्छा अच्छा। तो मैं वही माता जी, आपकी ऐसी क्लासेस बहुत हेल्पफुल है, क्योंकि अभी
हाँ।
भी मैं सीख ही रही हूँ बहुत सारी। मतलब इतना परफेक्ट नहीं हूँ, पर कोशिश करती हूँ कि जहाँ पैसा बच जाए, जहाँ हो
हाँ,
जाए
जहाँ,
कि
क्योंकि यू कैन
हाँ।
यूज देम इन कृष्णा सर्विस, राइट।
या।
हाँ।
और माता जी, मैंने अपनी मदर इन लॉ को देखा है, शी इज परफेक्ट इन दिस। मतलब मैंने उनको, मतलब वो हर चीज को वो रीयूज कर लेती, जैसे आप बता रहे हो ना। मतलब एक चीज को भी वो वेस्ट नहीं जाने देती। पहले मैं थोड़ा क्रिटिसाइज करती थी, मैं सोचती थी क्या है इतना
ये
मतलब
अल्प, हम
चीजें।
लोग तमिल में बोलते हैं अल्प, मतलब वो पेटी। मगर पेटी नहीं है, दैट कैन बी,
नहीं, पहले लगता था, पर अब मुझे लगता है कि नहीं नहीं, ये तो कितना अच्छा है। मतलब ऐसा होना चाहिए। मतलब मैं तो उनके सामने कुछ भी नहीं हूँ। मतलब मैं
the
सीख रही
papers,
हूँ
no,
माता जी।
like papers. I have seen people that just scribble, throw the paper. My son, no, buy notebooks, write one or page, throw it like that. Then I take all the notebooks, I keep it in my shelf and use it for taking notes. I don't waste my notebooks. That much paper, if you use that much, trees are cut. So you think in the higher level also. You waste paper, then the trees are cut. You use
या।
lots of plastic, then the environment is polluted. It has connection. Your simplicity is
Yeah.
not pettiness. It is not miserliness.
Yeah. Right.
And
Right.
this is simplicity, not conjuicy,
Yeah. Yeah.
not
Yeah.
miserliness.
Yeah. Earlier, I used to thought like this only. Oh, they are so
Yeah,
मतलब
petty. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But
Yeah. But
wherever it is needed,
yeah.
like you can give them expensive gifts. You don't mind. You don't show your miserliness there. There
Yeah.
take care of devotees and friends and relatives.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Right. It is very important thing.
Hmm.
Means we should not just use and throw the things. We should
Things.
recycle,
Reuse them.
reuse.
If you cannot use, give it to somebody who can use. I find out people and give. I ask, you want to use this? I give like that. If I am not using, if it is useful for somebody, I see them and give them, whoever it may be, and however costly the thing may be. Because I'm not using, why should I waste that thing? I give it to somebody. This is my policy. I keep giving.
Yeah,
I preserve them, don't throw them. Saris and all, I recycle nicely. Nicely. Recently, one devotee was going to Sri Lanka. I always give the saris when I don't use because I get gifts as sari. So I need to, when I get gifts, I remove my saris to somebody. So the Sri Lanka was affected by lots of flood. So some nice families, they lost all their clothing. So when Mataji was going, I said, okay, I'll give nice saris to them. You please give. She carried. Okay. So like that, you need to, see that if it is used, some devotees they take.
yeah, very
So
nice.
there you can, or when you go travel somewhere, once in Vrindavan, one poor lady was asking for sari. Oh, I could have, but every time you cannot carry. So you see that if you can go into some places where you can distribute clothing or this orphanages where you can give your clothings. I see that my son is growing quickly. So I collect this all expensive clothes and see suitable poor persons, workers here. They use all my son's expensive t-shirts and pullovers, all these things. By seeing them, I am happy. At least let them use very good quality things. So I see them and time to time give them. Even vegetable vendor, I say, oh, take. One more thing I found out, like we get lots of bags, cloth bag, plastic bags. So I call the vegetable vendor because when somebody comes without bag, where he will go? I gave this much bag every time to time I collect and give. Okay, use these bags.
Yeah.
Use these bags. So he was so happy. Yes, Mataji, what a nice idea. Because otherwise I have to throw everything in the dustbin. Nice bags. But it is in use, no? You use your intelligence in small things. That way you are serious in life. And Krishna will also appreciate, okay, you are concerned about your environment. You are concerned about your fellow persons. Especially when prasad is more, I see that it is given. It is given to neighbors or to the workers or to the maids. I see that whoever it is, I ask once last week, uh, like this big box full of very, very delicious dry fruits, this kheer was given to me. Then immediately I called a few children. Okay, I filled box and then we are in apartment. So I told them, I nicely spoke to them, all the small young ones, go and give and come, go and give and come. So they distributed. Within half an hour, everything is over. So I could have wasted it. I could have thrown it out. No, immediately you should know how to distribute it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Mataji.
Okay.
Very nice guidelines. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
You said very true that marriage, in my marriage also, I brought that lehenga, but I
Lehenga.
never wore there after marriage. Never.
You find out some nice girls and gift it to them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You find
Good,
out somebody who
good.
can use, or you do that in your own family weddings, you wear and then use it at least. The caste should be gone, right? You find out somebody, or you wear if you can wear and then use it off. Okay.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Yes,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Shameshwari, anything to tell?
नो सॉरी माता जी, गलती से माइक ऑन हो गया.
Okay, okay. Okay, then, see you next week with a nice topic, or if you have some topics you can share, we can go ahead. Okay, Vancha Kalpatarubhasya Kripa Sindhubhyo Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo. Hare Krishna.